What about at wide receiver, Steve? Which dude stands out to you?
Yeah, I'm going to be pairing Russell Wilson with Tyler Lockett. It's always hard to figure out which receiver from the Seahawks you want to take with Russell Wilson, but Lockett, at least in the early going, has been that guy, and he probably has one of the best wide receiver cornerback matchups of the week, going against Bashaud Breeland, who was formerly with the Chiefs, and now he's making a really bad impression with the Vikings. He's already been targeted against 12 times, has allowed 9 receptions for 155 yards, which is an average of 17.2 yards per reception. Opposing wide receivers have also scored on him 3 times already this season. We're only in week 3. That leads the league. What's he doing? Is he still with the Chiefs and just doesn't realize? I don't understand. What's he doing to the Vikings? He's trying to destroy them from the inside. I have no idea. But even if that's the case or not, that means Tyler Lockett's in a great spot this week, 7,400. I mentioned how high this total is. There should be plenty of opportunities for Lockett this week.
Okay, Geoff, what about you, man? You got a little contrarian stack with Lamar Jackson, or do you want to go elsewhere?
I mean, I definitely do not mind pairing Lamar Jackson with Marquise Brown, since you brought it up. But you mentioned the sexy matchups on this slate, Emerson, and I agree with Steve. I don't think there's anything sexier for fantasy than Seattle versus Minnesota this week. These two defenses are terrible. They are bad. Look, Seattle just got run over last week, but I like attacking them through the air here. Everyone's going to be on Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook is seriously questionable. He's actually dealing with a real injury to the ankles. Go to Justin Jefferson here. Justin Jefferson still averaging far more depth per target than Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen has just found the end zone a couple more times, so he's had the hot start. Jefferson is leading the team in targets with 19. This is going to be a back-and-forth game. If Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett go off, which I think Steve is absolutely correct in saying they're about to, Justin Jefferson is going to go off on the other side because the Seattle secondary can't cover players like Justin Jefferson. So I think this is a great buy low spot on a player who's just started out. He hasn't even been that bad. He scored a touchdown last week, but no one's going to play him because everybody on this field is going to look at Dalvin Cook and say, well, we're just going to get another big game out of a running back against Seattle. I think the Seattle rush defense could actually bounce back here. Dalvin Cook's not healthy. Go to Justin Jefferson. Going to be super low owned in a great matchup.